My name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the bookie killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Man, I didn't know if I was about to blast off or what, man.
I'm looking for SpaceX. I'm seeing if Jeff Bezos is here. I mean, fuck, is a rocket going?
If that wasn't an NASA countdown, I don't know what the fuck was. You killed it on that one, E. You got me ready to blast off. Anyway, guys, welcome back to the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Otero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens, the bookie killer, sitting here with my ride-along host, the paparazzi. What's up, brother?
Man, just a great time for sports. I mean, we got the NBA playoffs. We got the NHL playoffs. Baseball, the Preakness is this weekend. You're on fire with the games. I mean, it couldn't be better.
Absolutely murdering motherfuckers. If you guys aren't on one of our packages, you're definitely missing out. Personal plays are on absolute fire. I don't know how many people in this industry have made a $10,000 player $700,000 in the last 60 days, but I have, and I want to do it for you as well. Anyway, today is May 18th, podcast number 359.
Man.
And our games are like a fine motherfucking wine. Show sponsored by Paparazzi's favorite Blue Chew out there.
That's right.
And our boys over there at TMT, the money team. Shout out to Floyd. By the way, that fight was rescheduled for next weekend. Either, is it this weekend or next weekend?
I think it's next weekend, I think.
I think it's this weekend.
It could be.
I'll put it on Instagram and find out. But what's up now, Ethan? The 21st? Yeah, that's what I thought. So it is rescheduled for the 21st. I talked to them. They just stayed out in Dubai.
Yeah.
They're just out there kicking it, doing their thing. You know what I mean?
Well, I know he likes it out there, so.
100%. Ethan, you all right on moving those cameras back and forth? Seem a little confused there, bro. Everything okay? I want to make sure I give the fans a good podcast today. You know what I mean? I mean, 2 weeks ago, the guy forgot to record, and you guys didn't get the podcast, and it was one of the best ones we've ever done.
Well, I think maybe he's focused so much on that countdown that he's just mixed up a little bit on that, but I'm sure he'll get it done.
Well, not to mention, our special guest was Marcus Banks, a fucking NBA player. It was the worst podcast to absolutely not record. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Guys, you want to get a hold of us, 877-220-6540. Go to the website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com. Put your phone number in. We'll get back with you with a free pick. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at VIP Sports LV. If you don't want to call, direct message me is probably the best way about doing business, and you will hear back from me immediately. Remember, a lot of frauds out there, people portraying to be like me, bunch of copycat motherfuckers trying to do what I do, but at the end of the day, they can never be El Scorcho.
No.
You know what I mean? So to protect yourself, if you get a DM with my picture, make sure you got that little blue check mark to verify that it is me for your protection. Subscribe to the podcast on YouTube or where you ever listen to podcasts. Click that little bell to receive notifications. Make sure you share and follow the podcast. We appreciate all your posts, all your thumbs up. We do read all of your comments. You guys want to get in the game? Don't forget, cop one of our absolute blowout winner shirts. We have all sorts of different merchandise. You got winners and you got losers. Which one are you? I'm an absolute blowout winner. Don't forget, guys, absoluteblowoutwinner.com. More importantly, the most important thing, want to give a shout out to the troops. I want to give a shout out to President Biden. I want you to suck a big old Italian dick. You're literally the worst president in history. And for all you guys out there that thought it was cool to jump on the bandwagon and vote against Donald Trump, you got to feel like the dumbest motherfucker in the world right now, because anybody that owns a business, anybody that has a car that needs to put gas in to get to work is feeling the effects of this sorry-ass motherfucker. But on a more positive note, want to give our prayers to the victims and everybody that was in that multiple mass shooting this past weekend, including the 10 victims of the shooting in Buffalo, New York. That guy was absolutely insane. When they broke it down, it was completely prejudiced, completely racial. Mm-hmm. Ethan was telling me that there was video at the very end of after him killing black people that there was a white guy that walked in front of him that he was about to shoot, and he said, "Oh, sorry, my bad."
Yeah.
So this world is so fucked up, guys. There's no room for prejudice or racism. It's 2022, but when you walk outside that door, you better be prepared, protect yourself, and always look for an escape route. I tell my son when he goes to high school parties, as soon as you get there, peep out the scene and look for your way out, no matter what happens. And it might be not so much on a mass shooting level, but if the police come to break up the party, a fight breaks out, just look for your escape plan so you can get out of there safe. You know what I mean?
It's definitely a different world that we grew up in. Today's times are very frightening, very scary, and it's literally not safe to go to a church, not safe to go to school. Anything can happen anytime, and you have to be prepared.
A couple people are asking what's new with VIP Sports. Well, our social media is through the fucking roof. Our outbound sales are through the fucking roof, and my winning is through the motherfucking roof, period. So we're doing phenomenal, better than we ever have. I can only imagine if we're doing $200,000 a week in business now, I can only imagine when the show hits, we'll probably be doing $1 million a week like it's nothing, like we did with Money Talks.
Yeah.
They're asking what's up with Stevie Wales. I'm just chilling, guys. My son is in the baseball playoffs. He's got one more game before they just need to win one more game before they go to the championship. I got a young little Babe Ruth on my motherfucking hands over there. Shout out to D Money. I love you. My daughter is out of school, sick as fuck. Abrielle, get better, baby. I love you to death. And what's new with you, Poppy? I know that you were in the hospital for a little bit. You're fighting off some bullshit.
Yeah, just dealing with a couple of health issues. My daughter's about to graduate 7th grade, so looking forward to having her around for the summer. Kind of hanging out with a new woman and enjoying her company. And that's kind of it, just focusing on business here. As you know, I mean, basketball, hockey, baseball, horse racing, lots of stuff coming up. I mean, we're busy.
All you're missing is Chevrolet and hot dog, huh?
Yeah.
That's it, buddy. Well, guys, like I said, people are asking, what's up with Mike Cruz making more money than he ever has in his motherfucking life. One of my top salesmen makes more than any other company combined. Let's just put it like that. For you guys sitting at home, little Dick Willie who can't run Facebook ads no more and doesn't know what to do, one of my 20 salesmen makes more than you in a week, in 1 week than you do in a month. So up your game a little bit.
If little Willie got on his knees and came over here and said, Mr. Stevens, could I have a job? Would you consider it?
Absolutely. What can he do?
Well, that's true.
Motherfucker don't know how to sell. He can't do shit. Can't even speak fucking English.
Would you let him wash the car?
Bet. Oh, yeah, he can wash my car for sure.
Okay.
That's what I need him to do.
So if you are looking for work, he has an avenue.
He can absolutely wash my car. Okay. That's about all the talent that motherfucker has. That's for fucking sure. And maybe he should take a master closer class and learn some etiquette and learn how to talk.
Yeah.
On God. Hey, bruh, bet. On God. Shut the fuck up. Slap the shit out your bitch ass. Can't wait to catch you in the fucking streets. On a more positive note, the Preakness Stakes, Poppy, this weekend.
Yes.
Of course, takes place on Saturday, May 21st, but won't feature Derby winner Rich Strike. Why is that, Poppy?
The owner decided to give the horse rest, in quotes.
No, what he doesn't want to happen is coming off a fucking Kentucky Derby win and then finishing last place in the fucking Preakness. Let's keep it 100.
Yeah, I mean, you're going for a bonus if you win the Preakness and the Kentucky Derby. There's a special bonus, not to mention what you would go for the Triple Crown, what the breeding rights would be worth. So there's a lot of financial incentive to actually race in that.
Let's keep it 100, though. 100% he should run his horse, yes or no?
If the horse came out of the race, fine, yes. But they know they don't have a prayer of winning it, so I like the fact that they're going to give him some rest and put him in the Belmont in 3 weeks.
Let's go over some odds. Epicenter, 6-5. Early voting, 7-2. Secret Oath, 9-2. Simplification, 6-1. Creative Minister, 10-1. Armagnac, 12-1. And Skippy Longstocking, 20-1. Who do you like in this race, Poppy?
You know, I had Epicenter in the Derby, so I do like Epicenter.
What number was he? Was he number 3?
He was number 3.
Number
correct.
3. I like that horse. It probably wins Preakness.
I tend to like him a little bit, but I would not take too short a price on anybody in here. I would look for a little bit of value. It is the Preakness, so it's a shorter race than the Kentucky Derby. I would look for a horse that is going to be up near the pace.
Well, they're looking for us to give him one. Give me a long shot. Who you like? Creative Minister? Who are you looking at?
Secret Oath. I like Secret Oath a little bit. Yes.
All right, guys. You make sure you blame that on paparazzi if Secret Oath doesn't come through.
That's right.
At 9-2, I mean, he has a great shot. Let's move right into the NBA playoffs. That's sponsored by our boys over there at Blue Chew, Poppy. Since you use them so much, why don't you go ahead and show them the love and do their read?
Well, we could all use a stiff breeze. That's right. This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, confidence can take you far in life. It can also help you in the bedroom, especially when it comes time to step up to the plate. That's where Blue Chew comes in. Well, Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable tablet and at a fraction of the cost. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The best part, it's all done online, so no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package.
It's time to get off the couch and pound your girl's back out, guys, and get back to work. If your tool needs a little upgrade, head to BlueChew.com. Guys, there's nothing sexier than confidence, and Blue Chew can help where it fucking counts. Bottom fucking line. So if you could use a little benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform, Blue Chew can help, and we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew for free when using our promotional code VIP at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promotional code VIP to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we do thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. Let's get right into these NBA playoffs. Yesterday's game was very, very exciting.
It was.
I mean, did I have an absolute blowout winner in the first half and the game? Yes, I did. But the game overall was exciting. Miami Heat, behind Jimmy Butler's 41 fucking points in game one, took the 1-0 lead in the Eastern Conference Finals with a 118-117 victory. That was not the score. 118-107
correct.
Was the final. Butler shot 12 from 19 from the field. Butler shot 17 from 18 from the free throw line. Combined score went over easily the 204 total. What else, Poppy?
Well, in that game, you were privy to some information that Marcus Smart and Al Horford were not going to be playing. So you had that information before a lot of people did, even several of the books before they moved that line late yesterday. That helped. But Miami was 2-point favorites. The game actually went off at 4. Miami is now 5-2 against the spread their last 7 games. The Celtics are now 7-1-1 their last 9 games as road dogs. Question. Does Miami have the advantage because they pretty much cruised past James Harden and the Sixers, and Milwaukee took Boston down to Game 7? Game 2 is on Thursday night in Miami. Game 3 is in Beantown on Saturday. Who's got the advantage?
Boston is not out of it by any means at all.
No.
There was a lot of fucking crazy baskets. You see those layups, switch foot, jump to the left foot, left hand, right hand. I mean, Miami played a great game. Do they have a little advantage? Maybe, but could Boston easily come back in game 2 and get the job done? 100%.
Yeah.
This game's going to come down to the wire. If people are thinking that Miami has the advantage, it's going to be a sweep, you're out of your fucking mind.
No, well, I mean, Jason Tatum has just gotten better and better. We all see that he's a superstar now. He can take over a game, and I mean, in a heartbeat. So you never can count Boston out. Me personally, I think Miami has the best defense, and I think they're the deepest team. So I personally believe Miami has a little bit of an advantage, and getting that Game 1 win last night was good. But
gives them that little advantage for sure.
But can you count Boston out? Absolutely not, and this will be a very good series. This is not going to be a sweep by any means. This series will probably go 7 games.
I don't know about 7, but it won't be a sweep. Game 1, Western Conference Finals tonight. Wednesday, the red-hot fucking Dallas Mavericks at Golden State. Golden State -5. Here's a question. Was Phoenix's performance in Game 7 at home against Dallas one of the strangest and worst performances you ever seen?
Yes.
100%. They looked absolutely fucking terrible. If we had our shame on you segment,
yes,
what would we say to the Phoenix Suns?
Shame on you.
You guys played like absolute fucking shit. Here's a stat. After the first period, Luka had 27 points, and Phoenix had 27 points as a team.
Yep.
Luka, by far the biggest pimp in the finals, talking shit and getting the fucking job done. MVP in my motherfucking mind.
Yeah, I mean, they're a totally different team without Luka. He definitely is an MVP candidate, and he backed it up. He was talking shit, but he definitely backed it up. 100%. He was unstoppable.
I hope Mark Cuban gets him a championship. I love that fucking dude. Dallas, Golden State series odds. Dallas plus 185 to win the series. Golden State minus 225 to win the series. Game 1 total, 215. and boy, do I have a blowout winner on that fucking total. The injury, Gary Payton Jr. still out for Golden State. Stat, Luka averaged 31 points per game against Phoenix.
Well, me personally, I think Luka's going to have to average probably even more than that to beat Golden State. They've been playing great, so don't take anything away from Dallas, but I think here's where Golden State and their stars will shine. I think they'll be too much for Dallas, and I see Golden State getting this done maybe in 5 games.
And what have I said over the last 10 years? Guys, if you're confused about taking Dallas or your Golden State, get out of your fucking feelings and look at the goddamn total.
Correct.
It's easy money in game number 1. That's all I can fucking tell you. Anyway, we're going to move on to Major League Baseball segment. Here's a few hot under trends. You guys want to grab your pen and a piece of paper for all you guys looking for free shit out there that are too cheap to fucking sign up. You know what I mean? The Houston Astros pounded Boston, which I had last night, plus $1.30, for 13 runs yesterday. But even with that, the Astros are 26-11 to the under this season. 26-11, just a nice 15 units, no big deal.
Nothing wrong with that.
Not to mention at minus $1.10 or even money.
Right.
So that adds up really fucking quick. Detroit Tigers are also 26-11 to the under on the season. Detroit and Houston are combined 52-22 to the under.
30 units?
I mean, come on, guys. You guys are calling me up, getting buried by these wannabe handicappers sitting in their fucking rental house, giving you losers, getting information off a fucking computer that you can do on your own. Stay aggressive, man. That's 2 stats right there that'll get you absolutely fucking paid.
Instead of looking for the Dodgers or the Yankees every day, minus 250, why don't you wake up, look at these 2 unders, minus $1.10, and start hammering those? You're already plus 30 units on this young season.
I can't tell you how many people got greedy yesterday and took the Yankees on the run line and got fucking trapped. Yankees, I love you guys. Shout out to the D. Gregorios. We love the Yankees. I love the Yankees. And let's get it straight for those that are hating on them. They're the best motherfucking team in Major League Baseball right now. Did you hear that, Ethan? The best motherfucking team in Major League Baseball. Have you looked at the Mariners today?
Yeah,
No, I haven't.
What do you think about Seattle?
Huh? I can't stand them.
I know somebody.
Ethan loves Seattle, and they're absolutely garbage.
I know Skip just had a recent scouting trip up there to Seattle, and he told me that Seattle has one of the worst offenses that he's seen in baseball. Can't hit shit. Have a great defensive shortstop, I believe, either the kid who won the Gold Glove last year. But he said as far as hitting, Seattle can't hit shit.
That is correct. They better hit their bitches at the house. That's as close as they get to something that they're going to hit. You know what I mean? Oakland A's have also been trending heavily to the under, hitting the over just twice in their last 15 games, which makes it 13-2 to the under in the last 15 games for Oakland. Guys, these stats are huge for you guys to make money betting sports. Colorado Rockies have been trending heavily to the over. The Rockies are giving up an average of almost 9 fucking runs per game in their last 8 games and have hit the over 8 straight times. Colorado Rockies, once again, have hit the over 8 straight times. How many people have been on that Rockies over the last 8 games? Come on, man. Get your game up, guys. Move on to the AL East. New York Yankees continue to roll with the best record in baseball, Ethan, 27-9. Boston Red Sox pitcher Nathan Eovaldi became just the 3rd pitcher ever to allow 5 home runs in 1 inning last night against Houston. Congratulations for just being absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
5 home runs in 1 inning. Boy, you are fucking a piece of shit. Boston is now 14-22 and a half game out of last place in the AL East. Did you think Boston would be this bad this year?
No, I did not.
I did not.
I'm not a big fan of their pitching staff. I don't think they have great pitchers over there, but they still managed to make the playoffs last year with pretty much the same pitching staff. No, imagine how happy it is over in New York and how low it is over in Boston right now.
Well, how many people were high fading Cincinnati Reds over the last 9 days where they wake up and want to be a Major League Baseball team now that got murdered betting fading them?
Yeah, that's true.
Now, is Cincinnati the team to bet every day? No.
No.
But over the last 8 days, I mean, coming off their terrible run, people made a lot of money on. The books got a lot back.
Mind you, they pitched a no-hitter and lost.
Exactly. That's fucking unbelievable. Astros 24-13 are now in first place in the AL West and 1 game up on the Angels. Angels' last 2 games, man, they just gave it up at the end last night. Fucking embarrassing. They're up 4-3 going into the 8th. Give up, 5 or 7 fucking runs in the bottom of the 8th?
Yeah, right away they gave up the tying run, had the bases loaded, scored more runs, and just couldn't get out of that 8th inning.
Yeah. Now, Ohtani obviously is pitching well, shutting people down, but his offense ain't really all there. What's up with him? Is he going to get his bats on, or should he just focus on pitching?
He's been able to do it both ways, pitching and batting year after year.
Not this year.
So I don't want to take anything away from him, but it is hard to do, and not many guys can do it. Maybe it's catching up to him.
It's almost impossible to be a great hitter and a number one pitcher, Bobby.
Yeah.
That's unheard of. The New York Mets lost 4-3 on Tuesday to St. Louis. Mets are still in first place in the NL East with a 24-14 record. Jacob deGrom has not pitched a single game yet.
And they lost the second game 4-3. They played a doubleheader. They won the first game 3-1 yesterday.
Yep. First 5 innings. No, guys, that's another thing. There's a lot of money to be made in the first 5 innings. Not only do you get your money in an hour and a half, but a lot of the teams that you guys are betting, like, for instance, you bet the Angels in the first 5, you got a winner.
Yep.
You bet them for the game, you got a fucking loser. So a lot of you guys that are betting out there that are new to this business, you might want to call me, and if you don't, look at the first 5. You have a better chance of making money. There's a lot of pushes in the first 5 innings, so these stats are without the pushes, okay? Mets, 21-7, best overall, and 11-1 at home in the first 5. Astros, 22-10 in the first 5. Dodgers, 20-8 in the first 5. San Francisco Giants, 8-2 in their last 10 games in the first 5 innings. Teams to fade, our boy Evil E's Mariners, 1-6. Another team to fade, Rockies, 1-7 in the first 5 innings. Let's talk about these NHL playoffs, Poppy.
Well,
they have been exciting.
Yeah, last night, Game 1 kicked off between Tampa and Florida.
Tampa looked in the first period like they weren't going to do anything, losing 1-0. Came back and smacked that ass.
Yeah, this is the series. You got the interstate rivalry between Florida, who's down from South Florida over on the East Coast, the Fort Lauderdale side, versus Tampa, the 2-time defending champions. Tampa went into Florida last night and got the job done to take a 1-0 series lead. Colorado is facing St. Louis. Colorado and St. Louis went to overtime last night in Game 1. Colorado did pull out the victory, 3-2. Over on the other side of things, we got the Rangers tonight going into Carolina for Game 1. And on the other West semifinal, we've got Calgary and Edmonton. Calgary host Edmonton in an all-Canadian semifinal. And Game 1's tonight.
Is this going to be an East Coast or a West Coast winner?
This year,
East?
I think.
We throwing up the East, E?
Nah.
Are we throwing up the West?
No, West. We're throwing up the West.
You like Colorado. I already know that.
I like Colorado,
Does Tampa Bay win their 3rd championship?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. You guys better be careful on that. They'll make you eat your fucking words, man.
It's a very hard team to beat 4 out of 7 games. No, Grant.
2-time world champions?
Yeah. I wanted
to back like Drake back?
I wanted Toronto to beat Tampa Bay. However, I didn't think that team was going to lose in a Game 7.
We thought it was Toronto's year, truth be told. And if they could have got past Tampa Bay, they could have did some amazing things. But, hey, it's the playoffs and it's the finals. And so you think it's going to be a West Coast Stanley Cup. E thinks it's going to be East Coast. I'm going to lean to the East, even though I'm born in that motherfucking West.
Well, speaking of hockey and West Coast, our Vegas Golden Knights
fired their head fucking coach.
Pete DeBoer got the old axe Rooney. We went from a couple of years ago, 3 years ago, being in the Stanley Cup Finals to not making the playoffs. I did say at the first game of the season we probably weren't going to make the playoffs. I was accurate about that. We need some kind of something to refresh this team.
As soon as they got rid of our enforcer, Reeves, our number 1 and most popular player, I was done with them. You know what I mean? And the Knights are the heart and soul of Vegas. Guys, I know that if you're not from here, you probably think it's the Raiders. But the atmosphere at the Knights versus Raiders, there's no comparison. The fans of Las Vegas favor the Knights more right now. Now, this year, when Devontae and Carr get going and they can produce a successful season, you got to remember, man, we're Las Vegas boys. We love you when you win and will completely discard you if you lose. That's how we roll out here. We're a fucking city that's built off championships and winning. Why you think they keep building casinos and extra wings, extra rooms? Because the house always fucking wins in fucking blackjack, baccarat, poker, whatever you could fucking imagine, they have the advantage. So sports betting, we have the advantage. That's why, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but none of the casinos own their sports books anymore.
Nope.
You understand? They sublease out the sports books to William Hill. Caesars has their own. Bet MGM. I guess MGM owns their own fucking book.
Yeah.
But they don't want nothing to do with it. because it's a break-even business, and a lot of times they can take a loss. However, New Jersey and Nevada have taken more money in this year than they ever fucking imagined in sports betting.
Yep, and all these other states are going to be doing the same thing.
I know. I kind of feel like I'm not doing my job promoting the legalization of sports betting anymore, you know? I dug and fought for that shit for 15 years straight. Every fucking podcast, what did I say? Legalization of sports betting. Make it legal. Make it legal. Now it's in dozens of states, and it's going strong, and they're doing what your boy El Scorcho told them they should have did a long time ago. Legalize marijuana, legalize sports betting. People are going to do it no matter what.
Correct. Tax it.
Regulate it.
Yeah.
It's something that people are doing. But guys, more on another note on mental health. If you're not where you want to be right now, if you're not motivated, if you're not getting the results out of life that you're looking for, don't get depressed, man. Like I said, life is good. Life is whatever you make it. Surround yourself around positive people. Surround yourself around people that love you. If you put love into somebody and they don't give you that love in return, get those motherfuckers off your back, because you don't need them, period. You can accomplish anything you put your mind to. All you got to do is work hard, not take no for an answer, and do whatever it takes to get the job done. There's so many open jobs right now that pay a tremendous amount of money. So for guys out there that aren't doing good and aren't doing well, it's at this point, it's your fucking fault. You know what I mean? There's no more PPP loans. There's no more handouts with Social Security, unemployment, all that money that people were fraudulently getting. Now it's time to be a grown-ass woman and a grown-ass man and go out there and earn your motherfucking money and do whatever it takes to get the job done. If you're not where you want to be right now, remember, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Stay focused, stay positive, and good things will happen to you. And, you know, like, I'm not one of those guys that's going to preach, go to church, because I go to church and attend church lately, but it does some mental clarity for me that I've never got anywhere else. So look up to God. He'll always help you out. You got to believe. You got to keep him in your heart. And like I said, life is good. Life is whatever you make it. So, you know, your mind is so powerful. If you put negative thoughts into your mind, you're going to produce negatively. So regardless of how bad you're doing, if you don't have enough food to eat, you can't get to work, don't get down and out. Where there's a will, there's a motherfucking way. And I know you guys can accomplish anything you want. Back on the sports betting, there's more money to be made right now in sports betting than any other time of the year. If you want a second income that'll make you more than your first income, holler at your boy Steve Aroni. I'll take you to the promised land, and that you could take to the bank. And remember one thing, guys. If no one else loves you, I do. Love is infectious and something that will help you get to the next level. You know, you got to love the people around you, and you got to stay focused. On the behalf of VIP Sports, myself, more importantly, a shout out to my crew that's absolutely breaking records this year, doing their job. And the reason why, because you guys got to understand one thing. I could have all the winning games in the fucking world. If we have nobody to give them to, our games don't mean shit. It's my salesmen that grind the clients, that been robbed and burned from all these other motherfuckers, that get them to believe in our system. Then your boy Steve Aroni steps in, shows them winners, and takes them to another level. Then on the other half, you have all of our inbound business. Shout out to everybody that's been inbounding us, DMing us. We're doing more inbound business now than we ever have in our entire life. VIP Sports is almost 100% digital, which is good for me, because I get tired of the dirty salesmen that complain, can't make it to work, they need a loan, they're over there farting in their booth because they ate Taco Bell all night. And, you know, so for a guy like myself, I'd much rather create internet orders inbound, give them to my top 5 dogs, rather than deal with a couple stragglers out there that really bring the room down. So we've escalated VIP Sports to levels I never even thought were possible, and it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger as we go. Got a major meeting in Hollywood. Shout out to Harvey Levin, TMZ. Shout out to Paparazzi's brother. We don't want to give out too many names. We got to keep him secret. He's our secret weapon. And more importantly, shout out to Netflix and the $1 Million Weekend. We have a lot of big things going. At the end of the day, guys, we want you to join the team. We want you to be part of our family. It's a $1 trillion industry, and there's enough money in this motherfucker for everybody. I got mine. I want to make sure you get yours. On behalf of VIP Sports, myself, we love you. And remember one thing, What is it, Poppy?
Don't let the players be the only one who gets paid.
You took the words out of my mouth. We love you guys. See you next week.
It's Steve Stevens, I bust your bookie head open. Split it to the white meat, I ain't joking. Me and Dirt Bomb in the ghost float. Straight OG like that kush I be smoking. It's way too potent for rookies to come hit it. A little white girl around, I might sniff it. Poppin' bub in the club, so twisted. My pops keeps telling me to go get it. So I'm at the sports book, betting big on the Clippers. I'm talking about 5 figures, I need a few shots of liquor. Might need another zipper if the bomb play me. Fuck around and put $500,000 on Tom Brady. When it comes to betting sports, Steve Stevens a beast. Need a certified winner called VIP Sports. Got too many felonies to ride around with my Glock, so sure to keep it since I got shot in Vegas like Pop.
I keep hearing things.